Aloha, aloha, all. How are you? How you guys doing? Hi, Nick and Tina's Colors and Crafts. How are you? Hi, Monique. How are you doing? You're welcome. Just jumping in, getting home from work. Uh, Hi, Cindy B. How are you? And Shelly, how are you? Look at everyone. Good, good. Well, I just kind of jumped in. I know you guys saw that it was scheduled, and wanted to have some fun this week. Wanted to kind of go over. Do apologize. My daughter, she is moving into another room, so I didn't want to disturb her too much. She does online transcription. Monique said, "I'm good. I finally got the Mod Podge glitter. They didn't have it anywhere I was at, so I went to Michael's and they had it. Yay! So thankful. So thank you for helping me. No problem, no problem. Yes, I love mine. Is this the one that you got? The super gloss? It's a super gloss, brilliant. It says one coat. I do mostly use one coat. What I find myself doing is I will layer. This is my most recent project, and I did go ahead and seal this with the Mod Podge. This is a gift, and I'm waiting for my camera. There we go. This is a gift, and I don't know if you can see. No, I got the Mod Podge Extreme Glitter. I've seen the Extreme Glitter. I haven't used it, and I did see online that someone did a review of like all of the sealants, and they did one painting and they kind of cordoned it off. And when they cordoned it off, they in each section did a different one so that you can directly compare on the same painting. And so the information behind that for me was okay, great. I'll look at that. I'll see which one I feel looks the best, and I'll make my determination, my decision from there. They did Mod Podge glitter in one of the sections, and I did like it. It was, a sparkly, shiny finish, but I felt like it was pretty much the same finish as with the super gloss, so that's why I never got the glitter when it was time for me to go shopping. No, okay. Hello, hi Mimi, how are you? So, hey Rebecca, I haven't been to the mailbox today, but when I went the other day and I got that package, it wasn't a package that was from you. So I'll have to go back and check. But did you get anything returned? Justin went. I think it was. I had went. I think Friday, Thursday, or Friday. No, I had went Saturday, and I thought it was the package. You didn't get any return, so it might be in there. Maybe it came in later. But I believe Justin went later Saturday when I said, "Oh, I thought this package was it," and it wasn't. So it was a card that I had got from another friend in Colorado. Um, I got a card, but I will check still and see. But I got a card from a friend in Colorado, and from there, yeah. So we'll see. We'll see. I haven't been back. I don't go to the mailbox often unless I'm expecting China mail. When I'm expecting China mail, I find it in my heart to go every day. But I don't, if I'm not expecting any China mail, I don't make it out to my mailbox that often. Monique McCoy says, "I love the Minnie Mouse and the Minnie Mouse and Mickey. That is so cute." Yes, this is very cute, and it was a birthday gift. Um, for the end of the month, I had another gift that I was working on. That one's completed. All of my gifts for the near future are done. This right here is a Diamond Art Club, and I am doing this one for you guys so that we can determine if we should seal or not seal Diamond Art Clubs. Currently, I don't seal any of my Diamond Art Club paintings at all. And I don't plan to. But since this one was a little freebie where get it, it's free and you just pay your shipping and handling. Um, but Lazy Diamond Painting, good morning. How are you? So since I got this one free and I just simply paid the $8.95 shipping and handling, what I am going to do with this one is after it's completed, I plan on sealing it. So this was one of the choices that you used to get in their free option. I don't know if it's any longer free. I think I was looking for it because I was going to do a couple of them and just, test. I was going to do like a spray acrylic. I have a spray sealant also. And I've shown this to you guys before, and I did a couple of paintings, but I feel like the spray acrylic, it kind of dulled out. It dulled it out. It dulled it out a lot. And I'll try and see if I can show it. But I feel like it lost a lot of its shine and luster. You can see the painting, you can see it really well, but it lost its sparkle. And I sprayed, and I always wonder if I sprayed too many coats. I sprayed probably, 3 or 4 coats. Maybe maybe I sprayed too many coats on it. I'm not sure. But like when I maneuver it, there's no sparkle. It was some sparkle before I sprayed it. So I always wonder if this kind of dulled it out. It said fast drying, seals and protects. It says gloss finish, but I don't know. So Island Girl, hey Island Girl, how are you doing? Okay, we have everyone saying hello. So that's where I am right there. Coming in. This was another one. Again, there's no gloss. There's no gloss. I have a few of these, but I always use these when I'm talking about sealing because I use spray gloss for these. And then for this, and I know you can see the gloss and the sparkle, I use the Mod Podge Super Gloss. So if that helps out, hopefully, you never know. But yeah, that's where I am at. So I do keep those because they're nice. They will make some great, one day they'll probably make something great to go into a portfolio. But other than that, let's see. In the news, one of the biggest things that I've been waiting for a long time was the Note 10, because I did not upgrade when there was a Note 9. And the reason I didn't upgrade for the Note 9 is because there wasn't a lot of difference and distinction between the Note 8 and the Note 9. So I've been waiting for something magnanimous for almost 2 years, for about 2 years now. And so obviously, if you guys are an Android-aholic such as myself, you know that today they did the official unboxing release of the Galaxy Note 10. And the reason why I think that's critical to a lot of us is because of the recording capability and how we're able to record our videos. Obviously, if we're under 1,000 subscribers, we can only record, and then upload from the phone. But it's still, for a whip and chat, it's a great quality video. I will be testing it. They have a DeX function. I do plan to test it out when I get it to see if we're able to, using the DeX function, use that phone and record live from it. Obviously, that would enable us to have high quality live streams if we're under 1,000 subscribers. So some good information there. What do you guys think? What's everyone using when they record lives? If you record, what are you using for your camera setup? I know I see a lot of people using different software to edit their videos. I really don't use a lot of that as far as editing software and things like that. I just, record and then allow that to be. Even when I am doing my whipping chats, I'll do like a couple of hours, an hour here, an hour there. I still, just turn on the camera. I have a tripod and then I record and then I upload that. So I haven't gotten into a lot of the editing, but I'm quite sure with a better quality phone, I would probably, indulge in that. And let's see. But Lazy Diamond Painting says there is nothing to seal in Austria. There's nothing to seal. You don't get diamond paintings or nothing to seal with. Is that what you mean? Okay, moving over from there. Everyone's saying hello. Mimi says, check Ella from Kicking Cancer's Butt with diamond painting for what spray sealer she uses. I did see one of her videos, Mimi. I think she was half outside or something like that, and she sprayed several different coats, and I believe that's what made me, but I definitely know that I don't believe we used the same spray sealer. So I have a ton left because I only used it on like 6 or 7 paintings, but again, I wanted something that didn't dull it out. As you guys can see, there's no sparkle when you move the painting, and there's a lot of sparkle in here. And so I was pretty pleased with the Mod Podge. I haven't, thought to move on from there. Now, when it comes to brushes, that's another thing. This is what I use. I had a pack of a whole bunch of them. This is my last one for diamond painting. And I literally simply apply, brush it across, then I'll have water and I'll put a couple coats of water just to kind of thin it through. And then I do the same thing from the other side. And again, a couple of coats of water just to kind of thin it through. So that's really all that I do when it comes to sealing. There's some out there who use different kinds of brushes. The reason why I think me changing brushes would be ideal is because after I do that, just so that I don't have, I don't want to have in the grooves. As you can see, I don't want to have too much sealant in the grooves. I then take this brush and I brush through so that there's no sealant in the grooves. And I do that right after I apply, and then I let it dry. Then I'll come back over with a wipe. Yeah, I'll use a wipe, and then I'll kind of brush through the grooves one more time, just to kind of keep it from looking like it's been grouted. So I don't want to look like I put, some sort of ceramic grouting in between the tiles. I do still want it to have the effect. So those are the things that I do with that spray help popping drills. I don't think that the spray would help the popping drills because it doesn't seal. For popping drills, what I find that I use is, where did it go? I will use either a tacky glue. This is always what I've done for, I will use this. It does dry clear. It comes on white though. And it does dry clear. And I will pull the drill and I'll put tacky glue around it. It gives it enough tack. But I only have popping drills with my China mail paintings. So shortly after I notice I have a popping drill, I will then seal. I'll seal that area. It'll be a light seal because I know I'm going to go back over it. It'll be like a real light seal. And then again, I'll thin it out a little with water. But this right here, this sealant acts almost as like a glue and holds the item in place. So I put the tacky down so that sticks underneath. And then I'm putting a sealant over it to kind of hold it into place, into position. I hope that helps. On my laptop, nothing to seal with. I don't know. I think I'm lost. Let me go back up. Let me go back up. Monique told Rebecca that she's just watering her grass because it's dry and it's hot where she lives. Monique, where do you live? Oh, Monique lives here in Vegas, I think. Let's see. We already read that one. Plus, I'm watching American Ninja Warrior. Uh-oh, Monique, is that a new one? Because I love it a lot. And But Lazy Diamond Painting says, I always do lives on my YouTube. Don't know why, but it's a bit gray. Um, what are you using? Your phone? What are you using when you go live on YouTube? Island Girl Diamond Painting Journal says cheap Samsung Galaxy phone, and I use Windows Photos app on the desktop. Okay, I like that. I like that a lot. On my laptop, nothing to seal with. Island Girl says Tia, what that's oh, I already answered that. I'm sorry. Yep. Thanks. We'll try that. And here we go. My laptop. I have 60 subs. Okay. You use your laptop. So, and there's the camera on the laptop. That's still not bad for me. When I did my live off of my laptop, I had some really diligent. I mean, you guys were very diligent, very dedicated. I had horrible microphone quality. I do agree with you. It appeared to be a little bit gray. It was hard to describe, but it definitely didn't have the. It was grainy, I guess. It didn't have clear quality. Anyway, I couldn't take it. It was just that one recording. I had my previous lives, my first few lives, I was able to do from my phone, and then they stopped us. And so it was real easy. You just click on go live, pop it into the tripod, and voila! I felt like I was NBC. You couldn't tell me anything. So, does anyone here like American? I love American Ninja Warrior. You know, they do Mount Midoriyama here in Vegas. It's late at like 2 o'clock in the morning. I've never been able to get anyone to go with me. So I'm always like, when they do Mount Midoriyama, let's go. Let's hang out. But it's always like cold to us. And it's like 2 o'clock in the morning when they start filming. Because again, you got to keep in mind, it's going to be during a time where they can hold off, traffic and things like that. So, yeah, I love American Ninja Warrior. Out of all the season, I think I've watched the last, 8 or 9 seasons. So I love it. Love it, love it. So kind of moving over from there, yeah, she said she has 60 subs, which is a great start. It definitely is a great start. Let's see, my thing is in the way. Well, I will live stream later. Don't know what yet, but I will. Well, I try to have, different things to talk about when I do a live, because I try to, keep the information fresh and things like that. But I also try and keep it, craft related and things. I don't want to get too sidetracked because I can talk. I can really talk. And so I do try to keep it craft related because I'll get off topic. I'll get off centered and things like that. Island Girl Diamond Painting Journal says, I crossed my 100 last week. So happy. We'll do a giveaway at the end of the month. Giveaways are so fun. Rebecca says, when I recorded my video the other day and uploaded it, I used my laptop. But when I uploaded it, I noticed how dark it was. Wasn't very clear and I wasn't happy with it. We'll try my phone next time. Mimi says, where's Mr. Justin at tonight? Mr. Justin is here. He's extremely tired. His hours changed a little bit at work. And he ended up working real late last night. Like, he didn't get off until, I think it was like after 11. It was really, really late. And so it takes some dedication to be a company man, but he doesn't know what his schedule. So what happened was a week or so ago, his manager, the one that we're always talking about, that's always praising him and getting him into the next level of the corporate ladder and things. His manager left the company and is to do some better things, and it was great. He turned in a notice. He wasn't fired or terminated or anything. um, but in the meantime, they brought in someone that's an interim. And obviously, the interim person, he's trying to get to know everyone. Um, and I think Justin is still on that ladder to climb. But this gentleman is, giving him a little more responsibility than he had. And with that comes a little bit more hours. So he is struggling with trying to find time to, kind of relax and kick back, as well as, he has a birthday project that he has to complete. And he only has 2 weeks left to complete it. So he's, struggling a little bit there. Hey, Odd But Nice. Is that an old DAC snack you're working on? This certainly is. It's extremely old, but this one right here, but nice. You missed it at the beginning. I talked about the reason why I wanted to do this. So this one right here, I'm working on because I want to be able to share with you guys my sealing experience. No one ever wants to seal their diamond art clubs. I'm scared to seal my diamond art clubs, and unfortunately, I'll have to just use, like you said, a little snack size, an older one, to test out, whether or not I want to seal or not. Obviously, I'll take several, photos. I'll get several different angles. Hey, Karina, how's Liz doing? And I'll get several different, angles. But ultimately, my goal is going to be to really test it out to see, can we seal our diamond art clubs? Is it worth it? Right now, I'm of the mindset that I don't want to seal my diamond art clubs. I don't want to do anything that will cause me to lose the sparkle. And so I think that all of us have that same mindset. I think we are all wondering, what would happen, and is there a way to, because sealing for us not only is about the maintaining the sparkle and the shine, but making sure that we don't have, diamonds that fall off of our work. So I definitely, feel the same fear that everyone else fears when it comes to, should I seal my diamond art clubs or not? So that's what this is. I'm working on this for the benefit of us all in the community. And yes, no matter how good this looks when it's done, I plan to seal it to test for us the benefit of sealing maybe a diamond art club. Okay? And Mimi says, not sure I would seal the ones with AB drills. I don't know if I want to seal any diamond art club. Even this little one, just from here, I'm sure you guys can see. It's the I Believe, where we have a little cat looking into a puddle, and what he sees is a large, right here, the large tiger. And so even this one is coming out really cute. I like it. And it's a small 23 by 23. But I'm, like I said, committed to going ahead and sealing just to see if there's a lot that's lost. She's doing good? Okay. I know I watched you guys' video yesterday. I watched both parts. And so I was anxious. And I sent you the message on Facebook because I was very anxious. I just wanted to know how she was doing and things. I know when we were talking during Diamond Paint-a-thon, and she was very concerned, and she said, she had a lot of people that were telling her that she shouldn't. I'm personally one that's glad that she did, because as I was explaining, I had not once but several opportunities when I was younger, and I had been talked out of it as well, and it was a medical necessity. They talked about having back pain, backache, shoulder ache. If you guys could see my shoulders now and the gouges that are in them, they're darkened, and then I don't have any like cartilage, so I have to wear my straps off the side of my shoulder, not on top. And it's because the weight so much over time, it just kind of wears into your shoulders and things. So I'm really glad that you gave her the support she needed and that she felt confident and comfortable enough to go and get it done, because it really will cause problems down the road. And this will be nothing but a joy for her. So I'm glad that you did that, Karina. But Lazy Diamond Painting says he had love for everyone. Oh, that's good. That's definitely good. We love you too. The community of diamond painting, we all love one another. So, yeah. I do also love what you guys are working on. Are you moving fast with Daughter of Honor, Karina? I know it's a round, and rounds tend to move a little bit faster. So, are you moving? Like, do you feel like you're moving quickly through it? How much time are you putting into it every day? Is it moving faster than some of your previous work? I know you recently finished Anna. I think you finished Anna from Frozen, and that was a big one. That was a huge one. But Daughter of Honor is the same size. Love you, Tias. Oh, thank you, Nick and Tina. Colors and crafts. I appreciate that. I love you too. So next up for me, I'm going to, and I don't remember if I showed you guys these, but I know I probably showed you the pictures. And I am trying to decide after this painting, because I'm going to do this for probably the rest of the week. I just started it. I really only put in like 3 hours. But this is such a small one. I feel like I'll be able to do this. This is probably a one-day project, if that, depending on, if you're watching something else. Can someone tell me what is insecure about DAC? What do you mean insecure about Diamond Art Club? I don't understand that. All right. So I'm trying to choose between my next project, and I am going to do what Justin has been saying, and I'm going to work for a while on just some projects for myself, some things that are going to bring me joy. And my next two my choices are a Diamond Art Club, or should I do one of my China Mail? And she said, my sis said the website is insecure, so she wouldn't order from them. From Diamond Art Club? That one I haven't heard. That one I really haven't heard. That is a insecure website. Okay. So Mimi said DAC. Karina says, it's going smoothly. I'm working at least 2 hours a day, except for today. I'm being admitted to the hospital over my abscess. Oh, Karina, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope that you get to feeling better. Oh, my mom had one years ago, so I know that, they can cause some pain. So I'm hoping that you'll get some relief right away from that. So these are my choices. I really do think that I'm leaning towards either Winnie the Pooh. Ooh, Winnie the Pooh. She said, Tia, didn't Victoria's Moon hit you up with a free kit? No, they did not. I'm not feeling any love. When I get offered free stuff, it's usually for like diamond pins and accessories, but I haven't gotten offered anything for like paintings. Rebecca said, oh no, you'll be in my thoughts and prayers. Yep, she will be. Diamond in the rough, hello, how are you? How's it going? And Island Girl said, shocker. Yeah. Cindy B said, good thoughts and prayers are coming your way, Karina. That's right. Coffee time. Coffee time. The only person that I know that really loves coffee, they're trying to give it up. I wonder if this would be a good idea to give to them, especially now that they're trying to cut back and things like that. So I don't know if it'd be a good idea. I like coffee. I do drink coffee. So I mean, it wouldn't be like I was only doing it for that other person. So these are in the immediate forefront. These four right here that I'm about to show. So obviously, I just showed you my China mail, and the thought process behind these were they're really small projects. I could probably get them done in a few days. Like two of these right here could probably get done in maybe a week, week and a half. So that was the thought process behind these perhaps coming up. I did also only want to focus on for the next few projects, doing some things for me. I still have all these walls to fill up, and I still haven't filled them up. So that was also Island Girl Diamond Painting Journal said I should be getting one soon. I want to see what I'm gonna get, a doable one or a dud. Ooh, I like that one, a doable one or a dud. Hey, and Cindy B said I did the coffee time, hung it up in my kitchen. I have one other that's going in the kitchen, so this would be a good idea. I have the Kitchen Essentials one. I gave one away, and I think my first or second giveaway. But I also had a copy for myself that I had purchased. And so I'm thinking about doing the Kitchen Essentials and this one for my kitchen. So that would be that. Winnie the Pooh was the theme of Justin's room when Justin was little. So we'll have to see. But yeah, when Justin was young, everything was Winnie the Pooh. It was Eeyore, Tigger. We had all of the friends. Christopher, Robin, all of them. They were in whatchamacallit. Oh, what is that? Is that for me or is that for you, Cindy? I can't see. I gotta get my glasses. Okay. And so obviously this has sentimental value to me, and it's causing me to think about it. But I don't know so much if Justin wants me to create a Winnie the Pooh and and then give it to him. She said, "Shoot, I'm 41 and still love Winnie the Pooh." Man, I do love it. When I pulled the canvas back, I was in heaven. I might have shown you guys this already, and I apologize, but it's so cute. That's so cute. Who can resist? Who can resist? Isn't that cute? Yeah. So coming in, I want you guys to see the symbol quality. The symbols are very clear. It is a square. So that these choices are difficult for me, and I keep coming back to them. So I love coffee time also, and I've seen this one a couple of times, and a lot of people have done it. It's gorgeous. So coffee time and symbol quality. Again, the symbols are so clear. So when the symbols are clear, I really enjoy, painting on my China Mail canvases. These are really thick. They're very, very thick. But they're cute little paintings, especially for small places, coming down the hallway, kitchen, things like that. I do have a niece, my brother's granddaughter. She would enjoy that. But some of this stuff, I just can't see me parting with, And now we're starting to get requests. The last time that Justin co-hosted with me, I know he shared with everyone that it's very difficult when we get requests, and we're starting to get requests. So, I would like for you to make me that, or we'll get a picture and say, this is a nice diamond painting. Can you get me that? So we are starting to get requests. Let me cause my camera to zoom back out. Let me give it a focal point. This is something that when it came out, I wanted. I waited a while. I had just placed a large AliExpress order. But sometimes you get something and you just can't wait. So this is the Sleeping Princess. And you guys know I like squares. I do have a preference for them, although I do understand that and I had a lot of fun with my Lady Creole. She was around that moved really fast. I had fun with it. It was done very quickly. I definitely didn't think that I'd be done with her as soon. I think it was a week maybe. So yeah. Cindy B says, I let her address go through, but I can, she's talking to me, sorry. Nope, I'm good. Abba and I said, they made a live action movie, You're Not Alone. Okay. Soulful Brush says, hi all, trying out my new phone. What'd you get? What did you get, Soulful Brush? Abba Nice says, I want to find a tea time. Tea time would be like, nice. I love tea. I love tea with boba. Island Girl says, yes, I did. I have not seen anyone else get such a bad kit, so I think that was a fluke. Oh, she was talking to Mimi. Sorry, Mimi. But Nice is saying hi. Mimi says, I got 3 DACs today. What'd you get, Mimi? Sofa Brush says, my old phone kicked the bucket. Yeah. But Lazy Diamond Painting says, I did message you per email. Okay. But Nice says, 3? Mimi? Yeah. A Motorola G6. I'll have to look that up. I know Motorola's, you can do a lot with them. Moto. You can turn them into new devices. And she says, I also want Diamond Art Clubs. Tia, should I ask them to send you a kit too? If they're willing to, I will test it out. I don't know if it'll get done this month, but I can start in September. Mimi says, yes. Hummingbird on flower. Ooh, I like that one. Autumn Light. I love Graham Gherkin. And Afternoon Light in Cut Hill Road. I'll have to look that one up, Mimi. Afternoon Light in Cut Hill Road. Okay. I am back now. Welcome back, Nick and Tina's Colors and Crafts. But Lazy Diamond Painting says, you're making me want to buy them. And Isla Girl says, I will send them a message. Okay. And Rebecca is welcoming you back. So, Sleeping Beauty, loved her. The minute I saw her, my favorite color is green, but I've been getting so much stuff with green in it. I've been working on green for so long. I think my eyes just need a little bit of a break is all. So when I saw this one, I was like, oh, look, it's got blue. It's got a little bit of white. And I also like the fact that I think it has 2 or 3 diamonds. One is nice, but 2 or 3 really kind of brings the picture out. So I was really excited about having a Diamond Art Club that had multiple AB diamonds in it. And so that was really the point and the purpose behind getting this one. Then there was the homage to my grandmother. And when I seen this, I did see it in the, this was a sneak peek that I saw it in. And Tia, have you seen Snow White that is coming out? No. Are you serious? Uh-oh. I haven't seen it, but I'm sure I'm going to want it. I still haven't gotten, I have 7 right now. 7 Diamond Art Clubs in my shopping cart. I probably would have purchased all of them. If I wasn't, I just paid for airline tickets. We just paid for our rental car and got to get the Got to get the hotel for the we're going to. I know I told a lot of you guys we're going on vacation, not this coming week, the weekend after, and we're flying back home. It'll be our first time back home since my mom came to join us, and yeah, we're going to have a good time. But all the money that I'm spending, I just keep looking at it like this could be some Diamond Art Clubs. This could be Diamond Art Clubs. And if I bought all the Diamond Art Clubs, I think I have 7 in my cart. If I bought all of them, I would still have a ton of change to buy more. So that's what I keep thinking. Saw it on Facebook, Ariel and Snow White. We've seen so far for this weekend's releases. What's your email address? It's my, let me look it up because I don't know it by heart and I always give the wrong one. Mimi knows it. Where's it at? Un momento. It is my mental addictions with an S at gmail.com. Yes, I have a mental addiction. Okay, so now I'm looking for give friends the gift of 20% off. Okay, 20% off. If you share with your friends, you can give them the gift of 20% off. Yay! All right, Diamond Art Club, what did you post? Oh, they're going to have a Christmas one. Yay. I'll probably have that. Okay, any moment now you're going to focus. No, not going to focus for me? My camera's off tonight. All right, so that's a Christmas one. Yep, I don't see anything else. Let me see. Yeah, you said it's on Facebook. Huh. My mental addictions. That. Thank you. Yep, that's it. Stitcherista unboxed Snow White and Rachel Ray unboxed Ariel. Oh my gosh. I'm going to be up all night watching those. That would be my guess, Island Girl. I wonder if it's friends who didn't register or purchase yet. Oh. I have all of them. Done them. Oh, wow. I want the Sleeping Princess. Yep, I want that one also. I want that one also. I don't see. Here she is, the Sleeping Princess, the Daughter of Honor. I want her. Anyway, I don't see it. They didn't post it on the Diamond Art Club. So yeah, they'll probably wait and post it Friday. And then like you said, I'll have to go and do watch a sneak peek. I didn't hear from Rachel Ray, so I don't know. I haven't heard from her in a few days. Let's see. Oh, I didn't mean to block that. Okay, let's see. I'm having to switch all cords. I want Halloween ones. Gail S says, wishing you rapid healing with each new day, Karina. Oh, hey Gail, how you doing? And so this one right here, I'm going to be honest, is probably in all likelihood going to be the next project. And I'll probably, if I, get tired and want to move away from it because it's huge, I'll probably move to my smaller ones. But this one right here is the daughter of peace, and I've talked about um, my grandmother, my mom's mom, having been raised on a reservation, and my grandfather, who used to work for the railroad company when he came through. My grandmother's mom, she passed away when my grandmother was 2, and my aunts, great aunts, her sisters, they raised her. And when my grandfather came through working with the railroad, they had pretty much like an arranged marriage where, because he was considerably older than my grandmother. So they basically offered her to my grandfather. They were married for the rest of both of their lives. But to hear her talk about her life, especially prior to marrying him, because it gave her some freedom that she didn't know about. But her life and how difficult it was when she was growing up and, on the reservation and things. When this came out, it definitely just kind of reminded me of the things that my grandmother used to say. My grandmother lived with me and my ex-husband when my kids were first born. She lived with us for a few years. So I took care of her and things like that until she got to a point where she needed more care. And with 2 kids, it was difficult for me. And she moved in with my mom. So then my mom took care of her until she couldn't. And my grandmother had to go into like a nursing home, nursing facility. So definitely reminds me. And let's see. My mom said I can't get a DAC till I'm done with my essay for school. Woo! 4 ABs. Yep. I believe that's how many are in here, 3 or 4. I'm looking forward to it. Gail says, I'm doing good. How are you? I'm doing pretty good. I am doing really good. This year, allergies have really kind of drained me. I mean, they have drained me. And so when I take an allergy pill, I am exhausted and tired and groggy for several days. And I can't get over it. I don't know why. So because I can't get over it and I'm trying and trying, the next thing that I find myself doing is trying to get caught up on my sleep, trying to do things that, add energy. And so I've discovered candy. I add a little bit of sugar into my life. This was like halfway filled. And I've been having at least one of these. This is very sweet. And I've had at least one of these a night for the last probably, I don't know, I'd say maybe week and a half. And when it picks me right up. Picks me right up. So I want to buy so much stuff, but I am broke as heck. When it comes to your budget, don't impact your budget at all. I will say that. I do find myself trying to make sure I still have, rainy day money left in my bank account. I try and try. I don't have anybody that says you can't. My purchases are on my own. And I like building my stash. I love having a stash. I go through my stash. I get mad because I don't have anybody to kind of show my stash off to, except Justin. But we building the same stash. Like he sees something he putting it in the portfolio too. So it's not a lot of fun because we don't sit around and with each other. But I do like to show my stash off when someone else comes, and I want to hear them go ooh. But I do enjoy building the stash, and then that's an addiction in and of itself. And she said, I'm going to start with my essay today to get some of that Mandy Manzano love. What's your essay on? Are you in school or? She said, girl, I spent the rainy day money. I spent it in the dry season when there was no rain. Well, I can certainly understand that. I don't have a source to borrow from if rainy day come along. So I do put it in an area where It can't be touched. I put it up. I got a card where I got to go in person to take off of the card. So, and it's set up like that for a reason because I don't want to accidentally spin, say stuff like, "Oh, you'll be able to make it up. Oh, you'll be able to." So I definitely steer clear of that. So the other thing I wanted to kind of talk about, I know that I'm big on this. I try and steer clear of anything controversial. I definitely never want to get into a situation where, you know, um, anybody feels any type of discomfort from anything that I'm reporting or discussing or anything. But what I do want to say is, we have a lot of people who are impacted by the shootings. And the shootings are, right now they're all over. And they seem to be in, like Walmarts and malls and places that, a lot of us go to. And without getting into any type of discussion over, the shooting or anything, what I do want to know is, does events like this impact how how you shop and the things that you do when you leave home? One of the things that I said, I think after the second shooting was, I already buy my groceries online and have them delivered. But for little stuff, no more popping in here, no more popping in there. And I really remember saying, as if enough stores aren't closing down in the mall, you're going to be driving down the street and you're going to see like empty parking lots where malls used to be, because I don't see a lot of people I know I don't want to go out, shopping and things like that anymore. Does any of that impact how you want to shop and where you would like to go? Going to start with my essay. Oh, I did read that one already. All right. That piggy bank I got can't hold squat. I get tempted to dip into it all the time, and I do. But Lazy says there is a big essay you got to write in Austria about a topic till the end of the first half of the last year. My topic is depression and anxiety disorders explained by looking at the 5 directions of psychology. Oh my gosh, yes. I don't understand why that happens so often in the US. I don't either. I don't know why it happens so often. I can't answer that, but I know when things like that happen, it does cause me to wonder. I do most of my shopping online. When I go to stores, I like to go to small stores like Aldi. And there you go, Cindy B. I was talking to someone at work, and she said, I only go to Dollar Tree anyway. So, obviously, my stores are Michael's, Dollar Tree. I even order clothing online. I found a place that I like with sizes that I know that I can fit. And when I see something I like in the size I already know I can fit, I can order it, have it delivered, and it's wearable. I don't have to worry about going in dressing room after dressing room, trying something on, it not fit, getting disgruntled, trying the next size up. They might not have that size, going to another store. I don't have to worry about that because I've discovered, stores that offer online shopping that suit my shopping needs. And now with being able to order groceries, yeah, it definitely is something. Rebecca says, I'm scared to go anywhere anymore with all those shootings. It's so crazy. But Lazy says, I don't want to be scared to go outside. Cindy B says, I make sure I'm aware of my surroundings. I always lock my car door right away and carry keys in my hand. I think, Cindy, that is an excellent tip because I'm not always mindful of, things like that. I'm not, I might come out of a store My purse sometimes will be hanging open. I might when I'm in the store, I might have had my purse open, sitting in the front of the shopping cart, pushing it. I may lean over, bend down to pick something up, and have left my purse. So I'm not always mindful. Obviously, I'm becoming more mindful, and I think that that's extremely important. Is to, like you said, for one, be aware of your surroundings. It is so critical. Same thing when you're driving. You have to ensure that you're aware of all of that's going on around you. I have to maybe take that into consideration when it comes to where I'm at, being aware of my surroundings. Always lock your car door right away. I like that. You get in, lock the car door, because a lot of times that's what happens with vandalism. And if you guys don't know, a lot of you know that I'm an adjuster, I'm an insurance adjuster. And so when it comes to vandalism, your vehicle is not always unoccupied and empty when it's vandalized. Theft, you're not always away from the vehicle when the vehicle is stolen. And it's not always a high price, big ticket vehicle that's being stolen. So important information I don't even think about on a daily basis. Great information, great insight. And then keys. I do know that that is definitely always a tip. You know, always a tip to have your keys out, have them ready, carrying them in your hand in a particular way so that they can be utilized. If you need as a safety measure, a way to protect yourself. So great information there, Cindy. I like that a lot. Island Girl says, where you get your clothes, Tia? Look how I'm minding your business now. No problem. I shop at Roman's. That's my favorite online store. Jessica London. I love Jessica London. I also shop at fullbeauty.com, like them. They're all under the same window. They have if you shop at Full Beauty, you'll get everything that's under their window. But I do have my favorites under their window, and they're Romans and Jessica London. Love them, love them, love them. So, and their sizes are, for me, their sizes are accurate depictions of my measurements. I like how I said that. So, and so kind of moving over from there, let's see. Oh, I scrolled up accidentally. I was like, why am I seeing all of these before? Okay. And then we have Mimi says, when I go to Walmart, I go early in the morning. Used to be an option for me. Used to be an option, Mimi, to go to Walmart real early in the morning. I'd get there like 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. It's no longer an option because Walmarts are now closed. They start to close now like 11, 12 o'clock at night. And I live in Las Vegas. It used to be open 24 hours. You can go in, boom, no more. Because those are the hours that they have the highest risk management and basically theft opportunities. So that was a way for them to be able to recoup so much loss. And it makes sense from that perspective. But I think, from the perspective where I went when there was less traffic, it definitely impacted me because I like being able to go late when there's hardly any traffic, no delay when it comes to getting out, no impact there. But for, I think it's $7.95, they deliver, and I've just been placing orders delivering. So I haven't been in the store to shop in a few months. Cindy B says, I'm retired. So if I want to go to a bigger store, I go during the day when others are at work. I like that. Mimi says, I do a lot of Dollar General shopping. There isn't many stores where I live. Okay, I like Dollar General. I used to love Dollar General when I lived back home in Ohio. They have a ton of Dollar Generals, and they didn't have hardly a lot of Dollar Trees. And so I shopped at Dollar General so much. I loved it. I really did. I got a lot of my canned goods there. I bought a lot of my condiments and things there, and I saved. We also had Aldi's. And I would go to Aldi's. I loved Aldi's. Same thing. I would get a lot of my frozen fruits and vegetables out of the way. Any finger foods that I got for the kids, something like nuggets and things like that, you can get them real cost efficient. I loved Aldi. Yep. And see, if you guys take these tips and you shop in these stores, guess what that does? It creates money for diamond paintings. So, we always going to tie it back to how can we get more diamond paintings. And I think that that's always going to be, at the forefront, because I'm addicted. It's an addiction. I love it. My addiction doesn't just stop at, drilling. It's every aspect of diamond painting. I like to kit up. I'll get in the mood to kit up, and I'll kit up like 4 or 5 paintings. I like to shop. I'll get in the mood to shop, and I'll have 16 coming in. I just bought 3 Diamond Art Clubs. I had 2 weeks prior to that 16 AliExpress, and then prior to that I had bought 2 Diamond Art Clubs. I think I did all of that in like a 3-week period. Yeah. So the addiction is definitely real. Going back, let's see. Cindy B says, I am not afraid. I live alone too. You can hit the panic button on the keys to make, I hadn't thought about that. You are right. A lot of keys do have a panic button. I like that. Diamond Painting Dreamer says, hi. I never carry money on me, just my bank card. I think that is wise also. Cutting the cash, cutting just the ability for somebody to hover and somebody to, they don't see cash. If they don't, see you're not walking around with a big, thick wallet. Great concept, great idea. And Cindy B concurs. She doesn't carry cash on her. I do. I think that's a great idea. And Diamond Painting Dreamer says, Nevada, I miss Nevada. I lived in Gabbs, Nevada for 10 years. Oh, wow. Well, we miss you also. But Night says, I don't do by myself. I go with my dad. That's the way to do it. Diamond Painting Beginner's Journey says, hi, Tia. How are you? How's it going this evening? I got a notebook addiction. I got 50 plus notebooks. Ooh. Oh, that's an addiction I've never heard of. And Diamond Painting Beginner's Journey said, this is speaking my language. Okay, I like that. Diamond Painting Dreamer says, you're as bad as me. I am. I got it bad. Cindy B says, unless you weren't talking about me. Unless you were talking about the notebook addiction. Cindy B says, I loved notebooks and gel pens when I was in school. Yeah, they are nice. Gaps, a hick town, population 300 if you count the dogs and the cats. Woo! Well, you know what? Small towns are beautiful because everyone knows everyone and you guys are closer. You're closer. Come together as a community, look out for one another, can help someone out. Yeah, I like that. I love collecting notebooks. That's a different addiction. I come in today and my mom and my daughter, they were watching TV and they were watching a show, I think it's called Strange Addictions or something like that. And a lot of people comment on my addiction. They comment, especially, family, and they talk about, me and my crafts and things. This addiction is not as bad as when I used to make homemade candles and soaps. I not only did I make homemade candles and homemade soap, I would make them, fragrant. I would put, clear shapes inside clear soap and things. I had a men's line, and then I would go out and try and sell it, And so I was addicted to trying to sell what I made so I could have money to make more. And I was married then, so I understand when people say, my husband won't let me this, my husband won't let me that. I completely understand because I had to liquefy, what cash I had put into the previous investment so I can continue with the addiction. And so that was bad. And I went so far as, I'm not going to lie, I was knocking on doors. Hi, how are you? My name is Tia. I have my own skincare. Hello? Hi, hello? And I got used to no's, but there would be occasionally, really? Hey, is your husband into all natural products? Does your husband come home and his hands are all dry and scaly? I have just the product for him. And I used to be out there. Diamond painting beginner said, "That's why I don't have a husband." Cindy B said that last week. But I'm telling you, when I say that this craft stuff can be so addictive, it is, and it's a fun addiction. It really is. I don't find it no different than when men are every August, when they start preseason football, and then we got September regular season. That's going all the way until they get crazy around the end of December, because we're heading into the playoffs. And oh my gosh, we got gypped. We didn't make it. Oh, we got this team got to lose so this team can win. And if they don't, we got to hope to get this wild card. And I don't feel like it's any different at all. The distinction might be your husband's addiction may not be as costly, but it's still as fulfilling. So that's pretty much the only thing, that we're splitting hairs on. But if he buys beer, if he entertains his friends, if they go out to enjoy their addiction, then what's the difference? So I don't see a lot of difference when, that's the case. And so when I pinpoint that and I talk to my friends about my addiction and the distinction between how I enjoy my addiction and how my ex-husband, how he enjoyed his, it starts to become clear to my friends. You're absolutely right. No, I don't see a difference. But it's funny, I got to become a mathematician and an engineer to fight for my addiction. So just helping you guys out. You guys are welcome to take that. And Diamond Painting Beginner's Journey says, now they have diamond painting notebooks. Wow. That is something else. Bye, Soulful. I'm sorry. I just now scrolling back up and seeing it. Not Gabs. You have to live there for 5 years before they talk to you. Well, you got 5 good years out of them. Diamond Painting Dreamer says, love to see a video on soap making. Yeah, I haven't done it in a while. I hadn't even thought about it. About 2 or 3 years ago, that was a craft that me and my daughter did. We used to do craft night twice a week, me and my kids. I worked from home, and we did crafts twice a week. We did Sundays and Wednesdays without fail. And our projects, we bought all of our supplies starting in August, and we finished up by the end of September so we could start our Christmas projects. And then we sent gifts out. And then we did January and we did February. Those would be our spring projects, and we sent items to the troops. So we always made sure we sent items to the troops so that they had things, trinkets or something to give to their loved ones. So soap making, definitely something that we enjoy. We did a line. We actually sent like little gifts that we had, homemade bath salts. We had soaps. We had candles. The candles took forever to set right. I could never get them to set right. They smelled good. They burned. We started doing things with soy and soy wax, and it wasn't cost efficient for my practice, especially when Yankee Candle came out and they started making them little tiny ones, and everybody started going out buying them little ones. So I definitely remember those. Yeah, moving over from there. But Lazy Diamond Painting says, I make self-made stickers and minders. I like that. Diamond Painting Dreamer says, I have a boyfriend, but don't let him tell me how I spend my extra money. Okay, I like that. But Nice says, I don't have a hubby either, but I have a dad. Yeah, those kind of stick out and they kind of tell you, hey, what you don't stop that. Don't spend. Yeah, I get that. Diamond Painting Beginner's Journey says, my husband was addicted to other women. Your husband must have hung with my ex-husband. I like that. Island Girl Diamond Painting Journal says, I'm branching out. I'm making my own cover minders and I'm going to try making my own polymer clay drill pins just to see if I can do it. Well, I'm hoping that you can. Let us know and make sure you post plenty of pictures. Mimi says, no husband here and don't want another one either. I don't blame you. Diamond Painting Dreamer, sorry, beginner's journey. Hope you kick him to the curb. Yeah, I hope you did. Mine's notice I said it's an X. I gave one away on my channel. Okay, so we'll have to go and watch that. That's awesome. Yeah. Yes, I have one coming in. Piece of bloop, bloop, bloop. Island Girl says, I found diamond painting jewel box on AliExpress. Bought one. It's pricey, but I want to see it. A jewel box. Has anyone bought any of those sparklers that I'm seeing all over Facebook? Are they square or are they only round? Because I know 4 paintings right now that I would love to put those in. And I see that people are putting them in all kinds of paintings. But if they're square, I want to put them in a square. I don't want to take a round sparkler and just try and fit it into a square painting. So I'm hoping. I didn't see any square ones, but I'm hoping. Island Girl says, sometimes I think I want a husband, but when I hear other women, I'm like, hell no. That's where I'm at. I completely agree. I haven't seen a jewel box yet. But Lazy says, my boyfriend is addicted to games. That too. But Lazy, gaming is another, I kind of left that out of the scenario. I was talking about football because football became a huge way of life when I was married. Like I said, come August with preseason, it started from there and it really didn't end until Super Bowl in February. Then the house was at peace from February until July, and then it started all over again. But you're absolutely right. And the distinction between a gamer and football is gaming is all year long. So you don't really have an end to that addiction. That just continues. Obviously, November-ish, games have new releases. But they also have them in the spring also. They're trying to keep people in the house. And if they don't have a new release coming out in the spring or early summer, then they know that they'll get away from gaming. So they can't do that. By all means, they can't allow them the opportunity to get away from gaming. So yes, they have the new releases there also. And that is year round. Okay. Oh yeah, he's on his 4th wife. Too expensive. The poor wife, yes. Round. Okay, they are round, hon. Yep, round sparklers, but I use them in squares. It fits. You can't tell from a distance. I'm going to have to check on that. I really do have like 4 paintings that I've already seen. I could see the sparklers in and they would be gorgeous. It's a Hello Kitty box. They had 3 sizes. I got the medium size one. Diamond in the Rough says, I am sort of back. My mom is here, so she's so listening with one ear. Okay. Well, welcome. And if you can contribute, there you go. If not, we understand. But being in a 3-people relationship, he knows that he needs to make sure to have enough time for us. 3-people relationship? Do I even want to know? I don't know. I don't know if I want to know. I saw 3 though, and then people. I'm not going to wait for the answer on that. I'm going to move back over to talking about my addictions and my craft addiction. So we did talk about My soaps, my candles. That was an addiction for a while. I'll have to look it up. Okay. You laughing at me, huh? Oh, I had to ask, huh? Okay. But lazy, you're progressive. I get that. I get that. I got my sparklers from a Facebook group. She sends 2 big bags. Okay. All right. Is there anywhere that we can order the square ABs? Because I really am starting to look. When Diamond Art Club releases a square, the first thing I do is go and check to see how many ABs are going to be in there. The more ABs they have, obviously we had the one that has 4. I have one that has 3, and I think speak to me or talk to me. What is it? Speak with me. How many do this have? I can't remember how many this one has. Think of me. I think this one has 2 ABs or 3 ABs in it also. I thought I took them out. But yeah, I will definitely put it in my shopping cart and place an order if I know that it has multiple ABs. And I really do love the square AB. I know that there's a lot of people out there who prefer rounds, and it's because they move faster, and they don't want to be tied down or bogged down with tedious. And I also know that there was someone who asked on Facebook. They asked Diamond Art Club if they plan to come out with a way to where we could um, choose either a round or a square when you place an order for a diamond painting. And although I think that that is a great idea, that way you could always get the painting in the facet that you prefer. I wonder if that would slow down shipping time. Many of you guys know that's one of the biggest things that we like about Diamond Art Club, especially if you reside in the United States. There is not a lengthy wait time like there is for an Ever Moment or a Home Fund. But when you order from Home Fund, you do get a choice of whether you want to order that in a round or if you want to order that in a square. Ever Moment, they're all square paintings. So I wonder if there is a choice. Definitely have to check and see. That would be something that would be interesting. Oh my, she said she couldn't decide, and being bi is hard. I get it. I get it. And you don't have to make a choice. You sound young, so you don't. Here we go. You need to find a man who can cook, one who is romantic, one who is good in bed, one who thinks you are funny, and the 4 should never meet. I like that. And the 4 should never meet. Diamond Paintings, the beginner's journey says, now if it was 2 guys, I'd be happy. One to cook and clean the house, the other to that's it. I'm Een. Hopefully we'll correct that. Have not seen square ABs anywhere for sale. Right now, money for my diamond painting. Yeah. Rebecca's laughing. uh, Island Girl says, I don't like squares, but I want to try a DAC square to see if I could like it on their canvas. I think you would like it on their canvas. They said they can't do it. Yeah. Tia, watch my live from last Saturday for a response from DAC about having a choice. I certainly will. I wish they could. They said it takes a while to chart. Yeah, that's what I was assuming. The time frame would have to slow it down to the point where it wouldn't be worth it. Plus, when they probably chart up and run the paintings through the machine, the way that they pour the glue onto their diamond painting, they are probably ordering a specific number, and that's that. And they remain in their inventory until they're sold. And they probably, The only thing that I think they maybe should do a little different, maybe like these little freebie sizes and stuff, maybe try some freebie sizes to, of something to see how well a product might sell in either size or something. If you sell out more of the rounds than the squares, then when the big one is made, that could be a way to do it. But I definitely prefer squares. And I know a lot of, there's so many square ABs that came out recently that a lot of, our Facebook community, they are kind of leaning back towards rounds. And that's gonna hurt my feeling because I like them in square. I don't want to lose no squares. And Diamond Painting Beginner's Journey says, oh, I already watched. I already read that. I'm sorry. He's going to read it again. They said it takes a while to charge and they would have to recharge the art into both round and square, and that would slow down the releases. Yeah, that definitely would do that. Think of Me has 3 ABs. Yeah, I figured. I couldn't remember if it was 3 or 2. Yvonne Shefke, hello. I love the DAC squares. I do too. And I would love for them to continue the way that they've been doing. All the paintings that I really want are in square. But I know that there's a lot of people that are saying, what about the rounds? You guys are doing all these squares. What about the rounds? So I want some square ABs. It's just that all but one of my first purchases happened to be round ABs. I was going by image. And that's how you want to. You want to make sure when you make a purchase that it is something that speaks to you, because it makes it much more fun to work on. Whether it's a round or a square, I will work on it and I'll get it. I have a lot of rounds. I just have a preference for squares. I like the way the completed canvas looks. I definitely want to ensure that I always have, the full completed, like you don't see any gapping through to the canvas on a square. And so I prefer that, but it doesn't take away from a round. I have my Lady Creole, and that was a round, and it moved really fast, and I really thought that I would be overwhelmed, like, I don't like this. It was a round. I see too much. I liked it. I liked the way it came out. It was pretty. It's sparkly. It's shiny. I'm probably going to order another one because I want it and I wanted to keep it, but I made it as a gift. So I definitely plan to order another one, and it being round won't deter me at all. Okay, so I'm going to bed. Show Tia some love and give her a thumbs up. Good night all. Thank you, Diamond Painting Beginner's Journey. You have a good evening. Everyone saying good night. Island Girl says, I'm waiting patiently for Sea Breeze Trails. That's a square I want to work up. The scene looks like home here on the island. Aw, I like that. I'm working on the DACI one from UTIA. How is that? You like that? I'm ordering that one too. Whenever I see it, I really, it's for a small one and it's a watercolor, it's different. And so I definitely, obviously we have a lot of Mandy's, but I think I think his name is Graham. I think what he is trying to do, with the watercolors, giving you an image of something, I think it's different. I really do think it's different. And when I seen it, Rebecca, I said, I'm going to order this and I'm going to give this as a part of my giveaway. And the more I looked at it, the more I was like, oh, I probably should get me one also. So I think I'm going to order it. Yes, I do, Tia. Plus, it is square, and I love squares. I do, too. And they come out so beautiful and things. I love when the squares have shading and things like that. I really do feel like the squares speak to shading a little bit better than the rounds. It's a preference. Everyone wants all of Chuck Penson's. Odd. Have you been to his website? So if you guys didn't know, Chuck Penson, he has been big in the puzzle industry. A lot of his images, they went on to become like 1,000-piece puzzles. I don't know if you guys remember, but early on when I first started my channel, my daughter used to come my daughter was trying to get a lot of people to come over and start like a puzzling. Um, she's trying to get them to start like a puzzling group with her and things like that. And a lot of his images that she would look at and want for puzzles, they they are now bringing over and considering for diamond artwork. But yeah, Chuck Pinson and his just the way that he does his clean scenery and puts you in a frame of reference, you feel like you're there. I love that. I love that. Island Time and On Golden Shores are practically a set. I feel the same way. I felt like if I get Island Time, I have to get On Golden Shores and put them kind of beside one another, you know. That being said, Sea Breeze Trail is going to be like, what about me if I just get those? Mimi says, I have and I love his work. Yes, he does a lot of work that is definitely. I have his, what is it, Hope for the Day, Hope for This Time. I forget what it's called. I lost it just that quick, but I got it. I can't remember what it's called. Here it is. Hope Runs Deep. Hope Runs Deep. This was a picture. When I look at it, it just reminds me of my father. My father was a Christmas guru, and I called him Poppy. And my dad loved Christmas. Everything Christmas. Anything that from I would say from July, August up until January 10th, Christmas. Nothing but Christmas talk from my dad. He loved it. I don't know why he was so connected to it. He lost not only his parents but his sisters, two sisters on Christmas Day. And so what Christmas went to mean to him is shocking, because a lot of people used to always say, I don't know how your father could stand celebrating it knowing that he's lost so many of his family on Christmas Day. It'd be different if it was a tragedy and they all passed on the same Christmas. They passed on different Christmas years. They were, overweight, and they had diabetes. And throughout the holiday season, it was hard for them to get dialyzed. And so trying to get past that Christmas stretch was very difficult on their system, especially after they did it so recent at the Thanksgiving holiday. And so all of them passed on Christmas Day. My dad always felt like he would pass on Christmas as well, and he made it a day after and passed. And Christmas still, it means something to me, even knowing the story. So I seen that picture. It definitely reminded me of him. Christmas was always a time of fun. It was a time where family comes together. It was a time where we really spent the holiday season. The day after Halloween, whatever day is celebrated in your town, obviously it's always the 31st. But some towns, they celebrate it, depending on, where I lived in Ohio, they would try and, move it out because they had different neighborhoods and stuff. And so that the police could be there to help monitor and make sure it was safe. It might not be on the 31st. It might be a couple of days before or something like that. In any event, soon as Halloween was done and over with, boom, Christmas is up. Done, going, everything. We talked about Christmas almost on a daily basis, starting the 25th of July on up until the 10th, and he hated taking down his decoration. He couldn't stand to take them down. He wanted to leave them up year round. One of these days, I'm going to see if I have a picture of what the living room looked like. But one of these days, maybe I'll get into it enough to do the same. It's a lot, so I haven't ever done the same. But yeah, whenever I see pictures of Christmas, it definitely reminds me of, which is probably what my dad thought, it reminds me of the fun behind it. It reminds me of the family, the traditions that we created around it. We had great traditions. We would go out and get pine cones, and we would dip them and scent them, making popcorn and putting them around. And so I definitely believe that that's some of the things that he went on to think about. He didn't let what occurred consume him. He let what it meant be the driving force. And so I try to do the same. I try to do the same. Let me see. Let me see. I was going to, I've done it before, but I don't know what I did with them. But I used to keep pictures. I've just changed out my cards so much that I don't know where to put them. I'll find them. Here's in here some where's. Anyway, I heard about the DAC autism diamond painting dreamer, and I saw their comment also. They said that they had saw that you were talking about it, and they saw it and they went through. I thought that was really, really nice of them to be so keen into what their customers are doing and what their customers are talking about, that it gave them an opportunity to look out for one of their customers. I really did like that. Now that's awesome customer service. I don't want to take away from what it meant. Obviously they were trying to bring awareness to the autism cause, but I still thought that that was a great gesture, that they, made sure that they were looking out for your interests. Yep, Rebecca, Chuck's pictures are gorgeous. He has a ton of gorgeous pictures. So he definitely puts you in the mindset that you're there with him, that you're there in that atmosphere, in that arena with him. So I definitely love that. Yes, they are. See, so everybody's going. You guys are looking it up. Beautiful artwork, not just the few pictures that we've seen. So hopefully going forward, we'll all get to see a whole lot more of his work, because, he has some gorgeous, gorgeous pictures. He does scenery, and I keep hearing in my head Mrs. Coffee, and I keep hearing that term, disrespectful confetti. So obviously I don't want to get any disrespectful confetti, but I definitely want to get island time. And I don't know, I'm worried. I'm worried that when I get it, I'll be like, what have I gotten myself into? So we'll have to see. But I definitely, I'll have to find that picture and maybe show you guys when I find it. I swapped out recently my memory card, and I did it so that I could have more room to record. Yep, I did. All right. Okay. Moving over from that. I was still trying to find a picture, but I didn't. Oh well. Well, Mimi, you have a good rest of your evening. We'll probably be closing her down within the next half an hour as well. So we did get through. People will be in trouble if they bring more of his work to DAC. Yep, they sure are. They're gonna be broke. And Christmas is coming. So oh, moving over from there. All right. I was just making sure. So we have that. That's Chuck Pinson. Obviously, there's going to be some gorgeous releases coming up this week. Oh my gosh, I don't know what to say, and I don't know what to do. Anyway, um, yeah. I'm sorry. I'm looking at my picture. I can see. I can see the little cat. Look at that. It doesn't matter. I am committed to I'm committed to sealing this, guys. So I will seal. You don't have to worry about that. I'm I am worried though. Moving over from there, we did in the news, and we talked about how we just kind of worry about, or I do worry about how that impacts what I do and where I go and things of that nature. The next thing I wanted to talk about was in the movies. In the movies, and I say in the movies because me and my kids, we used to go to the movies every week. Every week we used to go to the movies. That was a part of our enjoyment. The movies at the time was, for a first run, new release, it was $3.75. And so obviously I can afford to take me and the two kids. So we used to go every week. And I felt like that was our way of getting out so that, we could enjoy ourselves. We can do things that's enjoyable and things like that. As they've gotten older, and they had their own little money in their allowance, they prefer to do things like they want to go to the movies themselves. They want to go with their friends. They don't want to go with mommy. And so, yeah, that hurts my feelings a little bit. So I'll get out and I'll go. I'll go and see a movie by myself. Do you guys ever do anything like by yourself just for the enjoyment of it? Just to kind of say, this is something that I like. I'm going to go and do it myself. Anyone? Okay. So I'm alone in this one also. Well, for me, I have, one moment. I have gone to see, quite a few movies, but my kids have started to want to come back to the movies with me. So with that said, my most recent movie that I went to see was a Fast and Furious, spinoff called Hobbs and Shaw. Have you guys seen the trailer for Hobbs and Shaw? Which is they're two characters that play in the Fast and Furious series. Never married, no kids, so I do it. There we go. Rebecca says yes, she's seen it. Okay. The movie I saw prior to that was The Lion King. Has anyone saw The Lion King? That movie, and I like I said, I want to discuss. I want to have someone that I can discuss these with, and I hope that I'm not presenting you guys with too many spoilers. I wait for the movies to come on Netflix or Amazon Prime or HBO. I don't have HBO, but I do have Netflix, Amazon Prime, Hulu, and what else? I have the Hallmark movie app. So yeah, I'm definitely able to get all of these. I don't know why. Oh, I know why. I was told a long time ago that if you attend the movie during the first weekend, that funding goes to the actors and actresses. The big names may have it in their contract to earn additional percentages for the rest of the showing or the airing, but that opening weekend goes to the actors and actresses in a movie. So I've always made it a point, as much as I can, to go and see the movie on opening weekend. That's why I do it. Odd but Nice says she loved The Lion King. Gonna tell you. So we go and see The Lion King. We haven't been to a movie, all of us together, in such a long time. We go and see it like they were 5 and 9 again. And I can assure you, their reaction took me back to like when they were 5 and 9. They enjoyed. Oh, we saw Aladdin also, and their reaction to Aladdin, they loved that as well. So I was, it's like, oh. Anyway, Lion King was definitely up there, the height of love. And days after seeing it, they were still being impacted by just the beauty of the music, the story of family, and they were talking about it and stuff. Like I said, I don't want to give spoilers if you haven't seen it, but the movie was definitely enjoyable. One of the best movies I've seen this year. Next, I would say I'm a fan of John Wick. Love John Wick. I'm a fan. I liked Aladdin. Loved it. Saw Hobbs and Shaw. Loved it. But definitely feel like Lion King is something that's up there waiting for everyone to just go and enjoy. Just a feel good movie. The fact that they took it from being a cartoon into lifelike characters, animal characters, it was gut wrenching to see I guess when it's a cartoon, yeah, the premise behind it and everything, is harsh. But when you see the animals in their actual animal life like form, it was very gut wrenching, and I loved it. I loved every piece of it. It was hitting me where it was supposed to hit me. It was emotional where it was supposed to be emotional. Loved it. I didn't think that I would like it as much as I did. And Rebecca says, I've not seen the Fast and Furious spinoff, just the previews for it. So that's for all of the women out there that enjoy male eye candy. Just going to throw that out there. Like I said, I don't want to put any spoilers, but I will say is, whoa, whew, enjoyed looking at the actors on the screen. Very pleasurable, very pleasant, very great experience. I liked it a lot. I was in there with my daughter. She was elbowing me. We enjoyed it as a family. But nice, it was respectful of the original to me. Yes, it was. I watched the original with my dad the morning of the evening we went to see it. There we go. It was very respectful. Diamond painting with Orchid. How you doing tonight? uh, love Dwayne Johnson. Yes, me too. um, yes, I enjoyed that movie. I really did. I liked it so much. I'm probably gonna go back and pay and see it again this weekend. And who wants to do that? There's no way the actors are getting paid out of this one. Maybe Dwayne Johnson. He's big enough. You never know. But I do like it enough to go back and see it this week. It was that good to me. Yes, there was action. I liked the action. Yep, some cars got thrown around. And there was a lot of good. There's a whole lot of men in the movie. So yeah. Okay, guys, I got my canvas stuck to me because I propped on it, closed my eyes while listening, and z'd off for a bit. So I'm going to say good night to you all. I had fun with you. Looking forward to the next one. Good night, Island Girl. You have a good evening. I'll see you next Wednesday. Rebecca says, I love wrestling. One of my favorite wrestlers that I love plays in Hobbs and Shaw. Roman Reigns. Okay. Diamond Painting with Orchid says, morning, Tia. I just woke up. Well, I'm trying to wake up. So Island Girl's going to bed and you're just getting up, huh? Here we go. Yep. So don't worry about it, guys. 16 more minutes. Anyway, so that was, like I said, I just wanted to kind of give just an ode to those movies because I really enjoyed, my kids going to the movies with me. It's been a long time since we had done it together. I would go to the movies in a minute by myself. I try and go opening weekend. If they don't want to go, I'll go by myself. It saves me money. I will put some things in my purse and open my purse up and kick back and relax while I'm in a movie in a minute. I am also the type of person that will contribute to the cinema. I will buy the big popcorn and the big drink, always. But I do still always have snacks or something in my purse. Roman played Dwayne the Rock Johnson's brother in the movie. Is that where I know his face from? I was wondering. The one with the long braids, Rebecca? I was wondering. So that must be where. Okay, well, that makes sense then. You know he had like 35 brothers in the movie. I just want to point that out as well. He went home and he had a whole bunch of brothers, and they were all fine. I haven't been to the movie for a very long time. Really don't want to pay the insane price they take for it today. I agree that the movies are ridiculous. I really do. However, not here in Vegas. They're $5. The movie used to be $3.75. It's gone up in like 50-cent increments over the last 2 years. But it's $5 right now for a first run new release movie. If you go to the movie theater at one of the casinos or one of the IMAX theaters, they're all still in the casino. You'll be paying anywhere from $11 to $21, I think, per person. Yes. So I wouldn't go to those movies. But the little movie house that we go to in Henderson, yep, I definitely do. $5. I'm seeing the same movie that somebody that pays $21 is seeing. It may not be that great IMAX experience. I don't think I need that IMAX experience because I don't go to IMAX theaters. So I'm seeing the movie in the same format that I always like to see movies in. Obviously, if you get used to going, you get used to living in a 5-star hotel, it's kind of hard to move back down to a 2-star. But the people that stay in 2 stars, never stayed in 5-star, they're okay. They feel like that's luxury for them. That's where I am. So I pay $5, and I'm okay. And then I go in and I get the popcorn and I get the drink special, and that's like 14 something. And I'm good. Definitely. Love it. Oh, diamond painting with orchids says, wow, really? Over here, if me and Magnus want to go, we have to at least count on 500 Danish krones, and that is a lot. Oh my gosh, 500 Danish krones. That sounds like that's but close to 20 or 30 bucks, maybe. I could be wrong because, the exchange rate isn't popping in my head readily, but I definitely think that sounds like a lot. A lot. A whole lot. A whole lot. I'm looking, let's see, I'm trying to check Danish krones. Let me do a Google search, just so sleepy still. Uh-oh. Danish krone 500. It do sound like a lot. Oh, that's $75. That's way too much. For 2 people? You and one other person? Yeah, that's way too much. That's a lot. Even when I pay, it's only $10 more because, my 2 kids are going. We still eating the same popcorn and still having the same drink special. We're gonna get them little cups, or I'm gonna be real embarrassing and tell them, y'all get the paper cups from the house. Put them give them here. I put them in my purse, and I will pour soda into a cup and hand it over to grown people in the movie theater in a heartbeat, and I won't feel bad either. And you want to wash this popcorn down? No? Okay, that's more for me. Because I know I embarrass my kids. I embarrass them. I don't have a filter or a radar sometimes. So it doesn't come across that I'm embarrassing them until maybe afterwards I've thought about it, or or one of their friends then relayed back to me something that I did, and I'm like, oh, they were talking about me. They said something, and so obviously I was not on task. So that's sometimes how I find out. My son got a friend named Caesar, and Caesar, oh, he will tell me when I've embarrassed my son, even though my son probably won't say nothing. Caesar definitely will. So it definitely comes across. $5.10. That was a lot. I go to AMC on Tuesday. $5 per person. Yeah, that's my price range, Odd. That's definitely my price range when it comes to going to the movies. It's definitely my price range. I don't want to spend more at all. You want me to end this for you? You want me to end this for you? You sure? You gonna come say hi? That's mom, guys. Oh, you wrong. That's mom. She's in the corner over there. She's in the corner. Anyway, I got 9 minutes, guys. I really thank all of you guys for coming out. We had a great session. Gail says, hi, Mom. We had a great session tonight. Just to kind of recap for some of the people who kind of jumped in a little bit late and just getting up. We started off talking tonight about the piece of work that I'm working on. This is a Diamond Art Club. And the reason why I'm working on it, Rebecca said, hi, Mom, in the corner. She said, hi. The reason why... And Gail, oh, she remembered. She said, and Gail, the reason why I'm working on this piece is so that I can do an experiment on sealing a Diamond Art Club. Obviously, we know that for me, they have higher quality diamonds. They have a better quality glue and how they pour the glue, and their velvet tarpaulin, their self-flattening canvas puts them in like a superior, like a supreme. When it comes to diamond painting, they're in like a superior class. I feel they're in that class by themselves. That's me, in my opinion, and I think I'm joined by quite a few other people, but I definitely feel like they're in a class by themselves. With that said, they're so high up in this class, I am definitely afraid of sealing any of my Diamond Art Clubs. I don't want to seal them, but I want to have a way to guarantee that they will stand the test of time and that my diamonds won't come off, they won't pop. There's not a spot that kind of loosens up over time and things. But I've never been, brave enough to say, well, I'm going to give it a try with one of them. So I have this diamond painting. It was one of the free sample diamond paintings that you can do just to kind of get a feel. It definitely holds up to the same quality, in my opinion, of the other paintings. So there's no ding to the quality. It is really, literally just smaller. And earlier we talked about me going ahead and sealing this to give you guys food for thought going forward with, should I seal a Diamond Art Club or shouldn't I? So that's why I was working on this. We also kind of talked a little bit about in the news and safety and how we feel about, maybe going out to some larger stores. Does some of the things that's happening in the news impact how we shop? For a lot of us, it doesn't, because a lot of us, we don't really shop in those larger stores. We're already shopping online and maximizing some of the new technology that's out there. So we'll definitely continue from there. And we'll continue to make sure that, we give you safety tips. My moderator, Cindy B, she gave some great tips tonight as far as safety. Some of the things that she said was making sure that you're always aware of your surroundings. I love that tip. I think that, that's ideal, not only when you guys are, heading to your vehicle and stuff, but just being mindful of it, period, when you're driving down the road and things of that nature. The next thing that she talked about was when you get in your vehicle, immediately locking your door. I can't tell you how significantly important that is. As an adjuster, make sure you take that tip to heart. The last tip that she gave was she carries her keys in her hands. I definitely think that that is ideal. I think it's a safety precaution that all women should be, used to. But making sure that we get some awareness out there for it, I thought was ideal. She did an excellent job with that. Thank you very much for those tips, Cindy. I really appreciate it. We moved over from talking about, safety and in the news. We talked about my addiction, my crazy craft addiction. And we kind of went through time where I talked about some of my earlier addictions to making soap, making candles and the fails there, and how I would go door to door trying to sell. I tried to sell my soaps to anybody who would listen. And so I think I was pretty ideal. I had some regular customers, and we talked about how I had a men's line, and that was also fun. The men's line was made with all natural ingredients, and I really focused on how tough men's skin were, and I kind of tried to really weigh in heavy and to get their wives to get the gift and to buy the line for them, because I felt like men, if they have rough skin, they're not going to care. So at least allow the women in their lives to do so. We kind of moved it around from my addiction to some of the addictions that our husbands or ex-husbands had when it comes to sports. And we also talked about an addiction to, this is a pocket pen. I'll give you that information in a second. We went from talking about addiction to sports to how they have gaming addictions nowadays, and those addictions are year round. And then we finished it off talking about in the movies and some of the new releases that I went to and how I enjoyed them. I did not give spoilers to any of the movies. I do want to preface that, and in case anyone's sped ahead, I literally just talked about the enjoyment that I feel, why I enjoyed it, how much I pay, and how my kids have been joining me recently going to the movies. So there we have it. I kind of rounded out our 2-hour session. I really enjoy when you guys are interactive and you guys keep me going. And I really appreciate everyone coming and enjoying the show with me. And Gail says, my internet went out for about 45 minutes. Thanks for giving us a recap of the live. I really appreciate it. No problem, Gail. We had a lot of fun tonight. Tia, where did you get your short diamond painting pen? Recaps are always appreciated. These right here are called Pocket Pals, and I get them the same place that I buy my regular pens. My pens come from Sadie's hand-turned diamond painting pens. She has a group on Facebook, and if you go out to my regular page of my channel and you look in my upper right-hand corner, you'll see the link. When you click it, it'll take you right to her page. She has 2 different ways that you can place an order. First, you can go in and request a number, and when your number comes up, you can place an order for the 2 specific blanks that you want. They're $25 each, and you can place an order for the blank of your choice. Or you can, tune in to her group, and she'll post adoptions a few times a week, sometimes every day, depends on how busy her and her husband are in their shop. They have a lathe shop where they grind down, I guess, on their lathe using acrylic blanks. In the event, you can do an adoption, or you can, purchase outright. Adoptions are a lot faster. It's a great way to build your stash. Most of these are adoptions. I've only placed orders for a few of them, like my absolute favorites. These were orders. And I think I have a couple others over there that were actual orders. Justin's were orders also. This was a gift, and this was an auction, and I won the auction. Nobody was winning the auction that day. I didn't care what it went to. I was prepared. I was smart in how I did my auction also, and I won. So these are called pocket pals. When she created them with a traveler in mind. You have small spaces and you're trying to just pack enough. I really got it to go with this because I was going to do this, use this and these as a like a travel set. Unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to really record and things like that. I had went home, and I was trying to help my mom get everything together when it came to packing up and getting everything back here. So I never got the opportunity to really kind of test it out and see the functionality behind it. I would say that I would try on this next trip, but it's going to be just as hectic. Going home for a wedding, and this will probably be the last time that we're home before probably February or March of next year. So this is it. And then the next trip I want to go on. I want to go on a cruise. I want to take my mom somewhere she's never been. She's been back home, and she lives in a tourist town. So I think it's going to be time for a family to maybe come out here to visit with her instead of us always going back home. If we have money to go somewhere, I think we need to go elsewhere. So that's literally where I'm at. Cindy B says, always enjoy your lives. Thank you for hosting. Thank you. Thanks for having me and thanks for showing up, you guys. I really definitely appreciate it. Odd says, good. That's what I thought. She has exotic $45 blanks too, right? I haven't been up there in a while, so I don't want to say no. But I have not been into her blank area where you can pick from the blank of your choice. I haven't been there in a while. And Diamond Painting with an Orchid says, take a cruise to Europa. She's been down into the Caribbean, so I definitely know, we probably won't be going there. I really am thinking either Mexico, like Cancun, Cabo area, or I want to go somewhere where we're leaving out of LA because LA is like 3.5 hour drive from here. And I didn't want to have to fly into Florida. Most of my cruises have left from Cape Canaveral. So I've been down into the Bahamas and Hispaniola. I've been all down through there. I would like to either fly out of LA and go to Barcelona. There's a cruise, a 10-day cruise that goes through Barcelona, and it goes through like Turkey. I can't remember all the places that was in that cruise, but it's 10 days. I'd like to either do that or, somewhere leaving out of LA. Yeah, it's late, guys. And I told you I can talk. So I'm going to go ahead and go because I'll be on another tangent. I like to thank you guys all for coming. And I really enjoy all of the interactivity. And you guys have a great rest of your week, okay? Oh, I appreciate that, Gail. I definitely feel the same way. In a regular envelope. Okay, I'm going to check. I hope I didn't lose it. I will see you later, guys. You have a good rest of your week. Oh, don't cry, Orchid. Next week, 8:30 Pacific time, okay? I'm sorry. I know you just woke up. I will. Bye, guys. Can't see my live, but yeah, I gotta figure out how to turn my live off.